This week, Airbnb announced it's banning the use of indoor security cameras. Thanks for joining us tonight on ABC 17 News at 10. I'm Megan Drakis. Lucas has the night off. Short-term rentals have been a popular source of income for many Columbia residents, but some hosts may be forced to make changes within the next month. Tonight, our ABC 17's Mitchell Kaminsky joins us live in studio. Mitch, the policy will take effect on April 30th.
Megan, the move is designed to provide guests with more privacy due to increased concerns from vacationers. Spokesperson from Airbnb told me that hosts who violate the policy can be removed from the platform. Airbnb added guests can report a violation of the policy, in which will result in investigation by its safety team.
If you had a long-term rental, would you want the landlord to have a camera in your house? Probably not. I don't want somebody looking at me.
Matt Ryan operates 4 Airbnbs in Columbia and says he received an email from the company on Monday alerting him of the changes. He tells me he has security cameras set up outside of his properties and is against cameras inside of a house. He added that he has a 90% occupancy rate at his 4 Columbia properties and is yet to have an issue.
Guests don't like it. And honestly, a common misperception is there's a bunch of parties and stuff at these Airbnbs. I'm going to guess I've hosted over 600 nights in the past year and 0 parties, 0 complaints. And so I really don't have any issues to have, any reason to have a camera inside a house.
Ryan says he is a member of several online groups that are Airbnb affiliated and says most people see an indoor camera as a major red flag when looking for places to book. Melissa Menard, who has owned Airbnbs for 4 years, which includes a property in Columbia, agrees.
I wouldn't stay in a house if I was a guest and thought that there were cameras. I would probably leave.
Menard has a Ring doorbell outside of her property, which she believes is more than enough for her to keep track of what is going on at the house.
I am the one who flips after every guest, so I know if something is different, who it was that made it different. So cameras wouldn't be any more useful than just the way I interact with the property and the Airbnb insurance.
While the two were in agreement on the new policy, they did not see eye to eye on the Columbia City Council's new short-term rental regulations, which have been a hot-button issue for the last several years. The new regulations passed in February limit the number of days certain properties can be rented and how many properties a person can operate. Back to you, Megan.
Mitch, thank you. The regulations include a 3-tiered structure with operational and rental day limitations. After storms the last few days, it was a sunny and a beautiful day around mid-Missouri today. Our ABC 17 Storm Track meteorologist Chan Scotch is tracking how our weekend will feel, and we'll see a possible cool down